So you want to learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knox guy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
And that one had me a little worried. What is... Ooh, there's a Hellas on here. What is up, y'all? I'm TBG_Ops guy.
Mudhog, B&Q.
And behind the mic, the one, the only.
Off-screen Matt.
Welcome back to episode 120.
19,
Yes.
20.
Shit, was I right?
Oh,
You just did it.
I know, and it's
He doesn't remember.
just like that.
Either
I lost
119
it.
or
He
120.
put in 119.
119
Oh,
sounds
okay.
good. I was like, it
I
sounded
missed
right
an
at first.
entire month. I'm still trying to play catch up in my brain.
He's not fast.
No, I'm really not. And my nap wasn't nearly long enough a minute ago. The joys of not sleeping for like 2 weeks. It's been fun. But we're going to have a hell of a show. I think we got some interesting looking beers. Couple that look real tasty. Couple that, who knows?
From different breweries we've had maybe once or twice, but not our well-knowns.
No, so now a lot of you will recognize breweries such as Wiley Roots and Imprint. So it's not like they're nobodies by any stretch
Right.
of the imagination. This is going to be a good episode. I'm excited. I'm going to wake up as soon as we have this first beer or cider, whatever the hell the
Dragon
first
will
thing
be good.
is. I am. But don't forget, guys, check out all of our sponsors on the right side of your screen or when we get to Can Cam. Especially, I'm going to give another extra shout out to Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Our drunken review.
Because without them, we wouldn't be able to do our drunken movie reviews. And it is...
It worked. Thank you. Thanks for saving that.
It is so much fun. This week's is going to be a hoot.
Oh.
It's going to be hilarious. It's Bad Movie Month. And by Bad Movie Month, I don't mean B movies. Matt and I enjoy those way too much to call them Bad Movie
Yeah,
months.
those borderline into the cult classics.
Exactly.
And
These
stuff.
are flop.
These are Flopbusters. It's Flopbuster Month. And this one is John's choice. And I
know how to
hate
pick
him
'em.
for it because it is...
Battlefield Earth.
I thought he forgot for a second.
I debated saying don't, but then I was like, nah. that's
There
not
was
right.
such a pause. I was like, did he forget the movie he just watched?
No,
Because he almost said
I
ER.
wanted to.
Battlefield Earth.
At least we can find his movie. Like I said, I just checked before the show.
Yeah, at least Matt's movie we can't even find.
Super Mario
Because
Bros.
nobody wants to watch
is
that.
so bad you can't even rent it on Amazon. That's why we needed to have done that one. But I don't think either of us need to buy it and Amazon Prime it to get it.
I'm not buying it.
So we might get into it a little bit, but probably the only reason you can find Battlefield Earth is because of Scientologists.
I am excited for that conversation.
Yeah.
I saw his HP Hubdog, my boy. Ronald Hubdog.
That book was a New York Times bestseller.
But anyway, make sure you check out all our drunken movie reviews. Download them. Give us a 5-star review on Spotify. Smash that like button. He was just a hair early.
I was going for the 5-star review. Like, nail that shit.
Oh, that works too. Yeah,
All right.
I like that. I can't even make fun of that. You did good.
Oh no!
You did good.
No. Hey, you know what I found?
Your last hair on your head.
Go to YouTube.
Yeah.
You go to a channel's playlist, and then you just hit play all.
Yeah.
So guys, do that for me. That's what I do for Jared.
Uh-oh.
Get a bunch of views. Get a bunch of minutes watched.
But that's on YouTube.
Yeah, sure. Do that
I
too.
don't care about these. Mostly because play all, they'd get through like 4 episodes in a day.
Especially I started early on the hour 3.
Just make sure you don't have any sort of data cap on your internet.
Yeah.
Or children around.
But no,
I went to bed. I just let
up
it
on
play.
Spotify, I've today mine ran in the background.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't have the sound on because my boss was in the car on the phone all day. So I literally just put it on my own podcast, and because I hate listening to them because it's my voice and it bugs me.
Bugs us too.
But no, I I don't.
Say, how do you think everyone else feels?
I don't like listening to I don't like listening to your guys' voices on it either, just because I was there when it happened, and it's like, this is weird. I don't like it. So today I had it playing though because I had to have it turned down and couldn't hear it. He asked me what the reviews were, and I'm like, oh, just some guys talking about movies. No idea it was me. He's like, oh, do you need to pause it? No, I'm good.
I think I've
heard this one. Yeah, I think I even said that. I'm like, I think I've heard this one. It's fine.
Wow.
You know, it is what it is. But with all that being said, Matt, do you have anything for us before we go into my second favorite part of the show? First part's drinking.
Yeah. We do. We got Russell Owens. Hey guys, what's up, Russ?
What's up, buddy?
Russell!
That came from nowhere for a guy that was really sleepy over there.
I'm trying to wake up. Also helped that boob sent to me.
Yeah, I just saw.
Kevin Atwell.
What up, Kevin?
And BYBC herself.
Oh,
BYBC!
Doing good.
And we've got, looks like Two Beerded Guys on Twitch says, I hate everybody.
I do.
Fuck you too.
Strong way to start. That's how we got so far.
What?
Oh, do I need to read all three of your comments, John?
Not all three are for me.
Yes, they are.
Well, Tyler is playing games on his phone. Well, he does suck.
I wasn't playing games on my phone.
You were watching a video of a game being played.
That's even worse. Play it
When
yourself.
was I doing that?
Right before we started.
Oh, before we started, I was playing a game, yeah.
Reem, are you watching?
No, you playing a game?
Your guys now decide to call me to get me on the schedule. I have to take this call.
No, you don't.
I've been waiting for it for 72 hours.
That's too bad.
For an hour 71.
Hello. Meanwhile, so I guess we could do Anticipated Beers Sans John, huh?
What the fuck just happened?
Yes, I do. Not sure if it's thermostat or what it is, but...
the hell just happened?
The house isn't like super hot, but...
All right, Matt, what is your most anticipated beer of the day?
I'm kind of torn between the last two. It's because John gave me the hairy eyeball and we talked about it a little bit beforehand. I'm going to go with the French Toast Stout. Right. I'll let him have his moment in the sun.
I hope he chooses a different one now. That'd be even funnier.
I know, right? We also got Steph on. They're going to make sure we have cold air. Answer that call.
Steph, they're coming in 30 minutes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You see, we're waiting 72 hours and they're calling today to be here today?
They'll be here in 30 minutes, yeah.
Huh.
Man, if only we knew a guy who, like...
I did. He's who set it up.
Clearly he's not good at his job.
Well, he said that was the other department.
Sure. Anticipated beer, Jonathan.
You call me Jonathan.
Uh-huh. That's what you get for walking away in the middle.
I had to. Gotta make sure air works. Did you say the Hardywood? I'm going Hardywood.
He did not, actually.
Okay, good. Hardywood.
I was kind of hoping you were going to change yours, thinking he did, and then pick
Mind
one
fuck.
he chose. It would have been even funnier.
Incepted him.
He went with the French toast.
Okay. Yeah, Hardywood. The beers we've had from them before have been actually really good, so excited. Raspberry's not necessarily my favorite, but let's go.
It also has vanilla in it.
All right.
Yeah.
That is not in bold words with raspberry stout bourbon barrel aged.
Now you want to change your answer?
No. I'm gonna choose a weird one for me.
I'll let you have your moment in the sun, boo.
I'm going with the Imprints Schmoogie Froze Raspberry Chocolate Cake. It's a raspberry day, evidently. Only because I want to see what the I want to see how this turns out.
Are we getting some Swedish fish with all this raspberry? It only seems right.
No. I do love Swedish
fish. Mike and Ike's, though.
Is that a resounding no? Like, you hate Swedish fish,
I
John?
love Swedish fish.
I don't know about hate, but here's Swedish fish, bud.
They're amazing.
They're great. I mean, they're not Sour Patch Kid, but they're not far. Like,
I have Mike and Ike's. I ain't got those.
Oh, that's gross.
But, whoa, you shut your whore mouth.
Clearly it's not.
But anyway, so that is the anticipated beers. 3 different choices. We're off the rails and haven't even started drinking yet. This is going to be a great fucking show.
Had to. It's fine.
We split an IPA before this.
All right. Our first...
Was that an IPA?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Our first beverage...
You want to put that down so you can get some of the next beer, John?
I thought it was our pills.
Well, that bodes well for his tongue.
Weird tongue day.
It's a hoppy pills that we got.
Not okay. Anyway.
Not this hoppy, but
So this
I thought it
is
tasted a little off.
guys. I'm going home. We're gonna cancel this show. Just
been
I'm
a
so
day.
tired. I can't deal with him. All right. So our first beverage is Mission Trail from Monterey County, California's Trace Bias California Perry with blueberries, raspberries.
Seriously?
I didn't even know that was in here. That's hilarious.
Is it just a raspberry spread? Like all of them?
Evidently. And blackberries. The Jones Brothers, farmers and cider makers in the high country of southern Monterey County. 5.6 ABV.
Farmers and cider? Damn.
If at least 2 more beers don't have raspberry in it, I'm going to be let down with you at this point.
Unfortunately, I think it's just the 3.
We're going to see how they do raspberry today, evidently.
And what's funny is,
I'm definitely comparing this shit. I know we don't normally, but...
I never really, noticed it until they were set out here. I was just like, oh, that sounds good. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, I've been wanting to try this cider.
So, is it safe to say, because we get most of these beers from Tavor, that raspberry is the current
season?
trend?
It must have been at the time these were all ordered. And actually, all 3 of these came in the same order.
Yeah, all right. So,
No, that's a real thing. All 3 came in the same order.
Buddy.
That's funny. I'm a happy man. I'm sure there was a 903 with raspberry, too.
Gross.
Oh, gross.
Oh, this smells really good, though.
Made from California
is
pears.
it jam? That's what I want to know.
So this one's actually a cider?
A pear cider with all those berries.
A pear cider?
It's good.
I like it.
I do.
Nice little tart. A little bit of a jam finish, but not overly jammy.
I like the flavor, but I don't know about the presentation. Like, something about it being a cider is kind of like weird with the flavor and the texture of it for me. Like, I don't. It's not like it's a thick texture. I don't know, it just kind of seems like a weird pairing for me.
So ciders for me, I enjoy because they're very effervescent. They're very bubbly, carved up real well. Throwing all the jammy fruit in it is defeating that purpose. I want something light and crisp, and this isn't necessarily light and crisp.
No, but this tartness, that sour tartness from all the berries, almost helps lighten it back up. It teases your tongue. It gives a nice little dance even without the carbonation. That kind of helps hide that a little bit.
Ooh, the tongue tease dance. Yeah.
I like
Most
the
people pay
mouthfeel.
extra for that,
I think it gives you a nice dance across the tongue.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just, it's not what I normally look for in a
It's fair.
cider.
Yeah, I think it's a good flavor. Just something about it doesn't mesh up right for me. Is that kind of maybe where you're going, John?
Yeah, and I think it is the jamminess, which flavor-wise, I think the flavors are good. I think the flavors blend well together with the pear cider. I don't think the jamminess of the berries are meshing well with what we might want out of a cider, which is light, effervescent.
So unfortunately,
So you're
Matt
saying
will count today.
it's no Dickens cider.
It's no Dickens cider.
We didn't make any this fall. We'll have to do that this year.
We will.
I love how thoughtful I said that too. That just makes it like, what the fuck are they doing to their cider?
I mean, it's got to be hard though.
Oh yeah, the Dickens just isn't as much fun if it's not hard.
That's fair.
Anyway,
Those rascally Dickens.
so unfortunately, Matt does count, and we'll go into the scoring now. A 3 is a perfectly average beer. We do it in quarter increments. That way, 0.25 is the lowest, 5 is the highest. Can be anywhere between, in quarter increments. Above a 3, above average. 4 or higher as we're seeking it out. I want to go find this again. 4, 7, 5, and 5 are Jingle and the Tingles, Tingle and the Jingles, Twix and the Tweeter. It's a good time.
Good time.
Under 3, below average, but that 2 to 3 can still be a pleasant beer. Just maybe not what's on the cans in the can, etc. Under 2 is where it starts going. 1 to 2, I'll still drink it if I bought it, if somebody handed it to me. I'm not going to turn away a free beer or waste money. Under 1, when that 0.25, 0.75, that's drain pour. Unless it's on the show. We have yet to do that. But your phone farted.
Yep.
But
AC's here.
yeah, that 0.25, 0.75 range is definitely, that's true drain pour. That's, hey, do you have anything else in the fridge? Nah, man, it's the only beer I got. Well, do you have water out of a tap in Flint, Michigan? I'll drink that too.
Too soon.
Just saying.
Just saying.
I'd drink it over the Listerman Pride.
I was thinking like Shaun of the Dead. I ran it under a cold tap. Such a great movie.
It was a great movie. But, so that's
John's got no clue.
No.
That's our,
Let you guys do your thing.
It's a movie. Do you think he's seen it?
that's our scoring range. We do take the average of the 3 for the Two Beerded Guys score, where eventually it will be on Untapped.
I say where eventually Matt doesn't normally count, but
Yeah, no, that part sucks. Our guest had a kitty problem. The cat ran off, and so she's trying to find her wife's... Wow, I can't say this and keep a straight face.
Yeah, you just dig yourself deeper.
The cat ran away, and our friend is finding her wife's cat. Cat. That got bad quickly. And it wasn't intentional at first.
I miss Erin, though.
I do. I was excited to see her.
She posted that thing about, hey, just leave a couple things that reminds you of me or makes me think of you. And I said, what,
Cheesecake.
the fact that you and I are basically the same person?
Yeah, that's true, too.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy sometimes.
It is a little weird.
But anyway,
Coolest
score-wise,
person I ever met.
John, you're first.
I think it is good. For me personally, it's not quite a seek it out.
Himself is the coolest
Yes,
person.
that's where he was going with that. Yeah.
So I'm going to give it 3.75.
That's literally what he was saying. Yes. It was good. I enjoyed it. Definitely not seek out, but I'm going to go just a little bit lower. I think if it had been a little bit sweeter, if you're going to have that jammy and take away the bubbly, I want just a little more sweet. So I'm going to go 3.5.
Well, I could either have my own score or I could agree with Tyler. What should I do, John? 3.5, I think, is fair. I like the flavor. It was well enough made. Just something about it just didn't mesh for me. Like, I don't know if it's just me or what, but I don't know if John nailed it with just like the bubbliness from a cider not being there, or like even that was like the jammy but not that sweet. Like something was just a little bit off, but it was well done. The flavors were good. Just didn't hit me in the jingles or the tingles. Oh,
Or the tweeter.
or the tweeter. Chris Ream is actually on. He says, "What up?"
Chris Ream, they called. They're going to be in like 15 minutes.
They called literally at the start of the fucking show.
They got yelled at for taking the call, but I had to.
I get it. I wasn't trying to knock you down. Hey, what's got Dr. Drew on? He says, "Cheers."
Drew Wilkes.
Cheers.
What is up, sir? I actually checked my little calendar, and I am free the weekend of the A Mini Beer Fest.
That's July 23rd and 24th, I believe.
Sounds right. I think it might just be the 20. Is it both days, or is it the 23rd that bleeds into the 24th? Because, it's like party till question mark. Who knows when it stops?
It is definitely an event I want to go to.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
At a tap room.
Oh, that one. Gotcha.
Hop Lore,
Yeah.
Windmill, and one other brewery. I'm sure they're great, but I heard those two and I stopped. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, and John just sent a picture, so I didn't really get a look on the link on it, but you shouldn't really can't share it the rest of the
Oh!
If you go to a post on Hoplore Brings from 5 days ago, they have a little teaser of some beers coming soon. They have the Weight of the World New England IPA, really cool can art.
Really cool can.
They have the Kiwi Whip,
Ooh! Oh, shit.
wrong name for it, but it's fine. Damn it. But, kiwi and ice cream fruited sour. They have the Dream, the Key Lime Dream, which just looks tasty as all get out.
Yeah.
And then, John, what's this fourth one they're showing?
Is this the real life?
Yes, an English-style barley wine.
Finally rearing its boozy head.
You will notice 3 very good-looking gentlemen on it and a hat.
Yeah. Basically.
Gotta keep up appearances.
Although
man.
I straight up look like I'm going to murder your grandmother in this
Yeah,
picture.
we're all kind of on a wanted poster there.
I don't know if Stefan looks like he was arrested and he's in his mugshot.
Those are all mugshot pictures.
John and I are straight up like wanted poster pictures.
Yeah, yeah. Yours looks like you broke into somebody's house.
I do. And then Stefan straight up looks like, huh? But it's exciting. We're gonna I'll repost this on our page. But yeah, no, I'm real pumped for this. We're finally getting it out. It is also going to be aged 18 months. The original batch is, to see how it turns out. We decided to barrel age that entire batch.
Woo!
Made it again for this release. So we're excited. It's going to be a great time. Hop Lore makes unbelievable beer. We were honored to be a part of that.
Oh, yeah.
And Drew's clarifying, is this the real life? It shows can art, but will be in bottles, not cans.
Yeah, it's still the same label. It's all that matters.
Hands.
It's all
All
that
right.
matters. Same label. It's so sexy.
So sexy.
Thanks. I'm even more excited to go to that festival now.
Right? Oh, shit.
I thought you
That's
said
available there. We kind of have to.
I thought you said you were disposed that weekend.
Not that weekend.
Oh, okay.
That's
Anyway.
like the one weekend I don't have anything going on.
Oh, nice.
All right, so that is just a little teaser of what's coming up for Hop Lore. You know, because we're not fanboys or anything of their beer. Yeah.
I mean, hey, you make good beer. Like,
Yeah.
You make good beer, you make fans of us. It's that simple.
that easy.
Our next beer.
Whatever our heart, through our stomach, right?
But we are easy.
Yeah, we are. We're whores. Our next beer is Party Time Pilsner by Wayfinder. This is a Bavarian-style Pilsner.
Okay.
A foam-crowned lively beer with a fine hint o' noble hops. Clear and golden with crispy, dry, spritzy finish. Pairs well with fun. Alcohol, 5.3%.
Okay.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I saw pairs well and I'm like, oh, what's it going to say? And it's just like, fun.
I like it.
This beer is for fun. Save the Earth. It's the only planet we have with beer. You know, they're not wrong.
At least that we know of.
That we have with beer.
Yeah.
Somebody else may have a planet with beer. We have one.
Or their equivalent, which I'd try.
Now, how's the whole multiverse playing into that? We're gonna call Doctor Strange and be like, "Hey, man, fuck this planet up. We didn't do it with beer."
I'd laugh so hard if he's like, no, this is the only one of all the universes. This was the one, and you fucked it up.
Oh, shit.
But, yeah. Yeah, you fuckers. You fucked up the one good one. This was the good one? How bad are the others?
This is a very clear beer.
Yeah, I really dig the can art too. I almost wanted to pick this just on can art principle for most anticipated
Oh, yeah.
beer.
Because it reminded you of a unicorn?
Well, I mean, it shares color pattern, but it's also just cool design.
Oh, my God. That's beautiful.
It is. That is very clean. That is, like, yeah, wow, impressive.
How clean is it? So clean.
Hey, they said, nice frothy head. They
Nice,
weren't
yeah.
lying.
You know what? I better have fun in it.
Now we had some Wayfinder not too long ago too, right? I think they seem to be a pretty reasonable producing brewery, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's a good Pilsner.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that at all.
No. Kind of 100% what it says it is.
Give craft lagers and Pilsners a 4, damn it.
Delicious.
It's crisp, clean finish, refreshing.
Slightly hoppy at the end.
Yeah.
Just a little to let you know it's
That
there.
little classic noble hop.
Let you know it's a Pilsner, not a lager. And a little extra hop at the end.
Little.
Little bit. Little tingle.
We'll slap
Mouthfeel,
pickle,
a little bit,
boop. What are you doing over there?
lingering bitterness. Not much at all.
I'm enjoying the beer. It's a long day.
Like I now want a pretzel. So
Bavarian pretzel.
Because pretzels are fun.
Fuck yeah. Especially with spicy mustard. We're fat.
I own it. I ain't ashamed. I earned it.
Damn straight. One bite at a time.
Oh, while we're on Can, we got Cosmos Carlos!
Cosmos!
And Steph says, is it a party in your glass? She did say glass.
Yes.
Or type glass. Maybe she meant...
Cosmos is from the amazing country of Panama.
As sung about by Van Halen.
Did you like how I've now taught myself that he's there by like such a like tour guide-ish like, this is where he is from.
What year is Panama
Do
Cowboy?
not think. Do not pass go. This is the fact.
I want Cosmos to come in with like Panama trivia now. Asking us questions.
He says, yep. And what's got Justin Ebby again? What's up again, my friend?
Oh,
He says, if God wanted us to consume filtered beer, he wouldn't have given us livers.
oh yeah.
I mean, that's filtered,
That's what he's saying.
but that's good. That's real beer. Hazy IPAs are not.
And Carlos is saying, hey, he remembers.
There's the little things.
You're supposed to make clear beer. The next beer is not clear beer.
Some breweries can't make clear beer, so that's why they make hazies.
The next beer is not clear beer.
I hope not.
If it's clear, it's going to be weird.
That is going to be real weird.
I'd also be very intrigued. If we poured that out, that thing was just crystal clear, it'd be like,
What, just gelatin?
no, I'm just talking like, just pure like clear liquid, just almost water-like. That'd be weird as shit.
That'd just be a
Like a
seltzer.
Zima?
Yeah.
That'd be funny, huh? They actually just replaced it with Zima.
Chocolate raspberry Zima.
That shit was so bad.
I mean, that was just more curious of like if someone made like a clear, I don't know, like, I don't know if you could.
Schmooze.
Yeah, like if that's even feasible, but that would be an interesting thing to see.
It'd be fun.
Cause the first time I tried like a white stout, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I tried like, oh, that's good. Like,
You found one that was good?
yeah.
I'm not going to get into it now because he'll disagree, but
Ooh, yes, I will. Do it.
only on tap. In a
Ivory?
can, in a bottle, sucks, but on tap, I like the Brewlink one.
Yep.
I know.
On draft, it's really good.
Shit's garbage.
Undraft is good.
I'm really not too mad at the.
I like the guys at Brewlink.
The Dragon Smoke white stout's pretty good too, especially for mash release Dragon
Dragon's
Smoke.
Milk.
Their white stout, it's pretty alright.
So, the guys at Brewlink came by Books and Brews mothership when I was still running it to buy a bunch of the plastic kegs or the rubber kegs that we were getting rid of,
Yeah.
and by a bunch of them I mean all of them. And so
Did they Ron Swanson it?
when they I want all the eggs.
You
When
heard
they
me say I want a lot of kegs. I said I want all the kegs.
when they came by, they were like, "Oh, and we brought you this," and like handed me a 6-pack of Brewlink beer. And we talked for a while, had a great time. Like, they were good dudes. I drank the beer.
They were good dudes.
They were great dudes. Actually, technically, I only drank a couple of my set.
It's been a minute since I've seen anything from them.
Yeah, I don't know that I've even really noticed them at many of the last beer fests I've been at either.
They
I feel like they were at Winterfest, and we went, "Oh, there's other breweries," and walked on.
I'll give them a shot again.
Matt and I did that a lot at Winterfest, though.
Well, there's
a
so
lot of
many at
places.
Winterfest especially, and there's like, well, we know we've had a lot of their stuff, so let's try to. Oh,
Hey, you better not answer
who's
that.
ringing now?
I am not, because it is 7:30. If you need me at this time, you don't need me that bad.
What do you rate this beer?
Clearly not a lady, huh?
Not on that phone.
Clearly.
Hey, not on that phone.
Tyler's like, it's too late for work, it's too early for a booty call. I'm not answering that.
It's not entirely wrong.
Tyler, rate that beer.
It's been a day.
It has been a day. I really enjoyed that. I'm giving it a 4 1/4.
I was going to go 4. I think it's a fantastic. Definitely seek it out. A little bit heavier on the hops than I would go. And I'd totally skip Matt because why not? I'm not used to them actually counting. So, but I'm going 4.
I'm used to it. I'm used to being overlooked, underappreciated. No, I'm going with John 4 on that one as well. I don't get so high on pills, and I get the whole like let's try to give them the credit they're due, but getting a whole lot higher than that's pretty tough. That was really good though. Like if I was to get a pills, I'm looking for like, hey, I need something good. I've had that. I know I like that one. I would search that one if I could get it.
I will say this: if someone's kind of a hophead and they're like, "I want to drink this Pilsner," and they gave that a 5, I'd be like, "Cool." Like I couldn't argue with that.
Yeah, no, I can understand and appreciate I've got a higher score. I'm just not the guy to do it.
Beautifully made.
Beautifully made.
Beautiful beer. Good looking beer. Still some sweet can art too.
Great
so,
cans. Great cans.
That'd be a good one to remember. Like I'm like, oh yeah, it's got a rainbow for hair. Like I can remember what that one was.
Yeah, even you could remember that one.
Yeah, sure can. Well, Tyler's berating me. Sounded like there was a TBG divide and conquer strategy for funsies this weekend.
It was.
Yeah.
Well,
Tyler went
he
to...
didn't do
Tyler got ejected from a game after it was over.
But then...
Doesn't sound like an ejection. It sounds like...
He did go to fives.
And then he went to fives.
Yeah,
to drink it all away.
Well, it was funny. I'm driving home from the game, and I'm like, I think this is the road fives is on. Like, if I see it, I'll stop. There's fives. Stop. They have great food now. So they have some good barbecue. Some really good hot dogs, too. I had a couple hot dogs with all sorts of shit on them. It was real good. One had mac and cheese on it with bacon. Yeah, it was solid. It was a solid dog. One was covered in like coleslaw and shit. Really good. Good pulled pork, some barbecue chicken. Just they have a small little kitchen in the back that got a little smoker out back now too. And
because last time we were there, we just had the food truck thing out.
yeah,
front,
no,
right?
they're doing they're adding some food stuff now for big events. So, for instance, Anderson on Tap next weekend, which the Two Beerded Guys will be at as a company. I will not be there.
Looking at you, Tyler.
I will not be there.
We have as a replacement.
Tyler's going to be a lot better looking at at Anderson on Tap, I hear.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But the after party is at Five's Tap House again this year.
Oh, good note.
They would like you guys to stop by if possible. They would like everyone to stop by if possible, even if you don't go to Anderson on Tap. Corey Cox will be playing again, the musician that played last year. That was a blast.
Oh, yeah.
They have a food truck going to be there because it's going to be just too much for them to try to keep up.
Are they going to have fake roses on the table?
I hope so.
I was thinking the same thing.
We had a good old time with that last time. We had a good old time with that last
It
time.
makes people feel good.
We were. We had great. We were very popular that
That was a doozy of a trip last time.
My Jeep broke down. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, that was the same night. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so many things happened that night.
There was so many things that night.
Eventful day.
But it was a great event, and I think it'll be just as much fun this year. Five's Tap House is always a blast. They have great beer on tap. They have great beer in cans. If you buy a domestic, they will straight up flash lights at you.
Which is awesome. And I was like, I don't care. I'm getting cheap.
Oh, yeah, it's a blast. Somebody bought one while I was there, and they didn't do it, and I just looked at him. And I'm like, last time I was here, there was lights. He goes, oh, they're still here, but she's a regular, da-da-da-da. And I'm like,
I don't care.
I don't care. And the bartender started laughing and hit the switch. I'm like, I want the lights, damn it. But
I came for the show.
They have a really cool Mug Club program that I joined. Very reasonably priced. It's for the year. Hopped on that. Yeah, it's just a great spot. They're great people.
Yeah.
So stop by Fives. It's in an old fire station. I mean, come on, who doesn't like that?
So that was one half of the Two Bearded Guys. Matt, what did the other half do?
Well, how about we get to this beer and then we can circle back. It's called leaving them hanging. You know, a little tickler, right?
Well, how about you just talk while I pour?
Okay, well, I don't know. I feel like you're wanting to read something, so I figured I'd give you something to read. We went to just a downtown Noblesville little walkabout.
We did.
We went to excuse me, frog. Carmack's Cigar and Pipe and Gentleman's chill out lounge. Yes.
Gentleman's Club? That's an
No,
lounge. Lounge is the best. Yeah,
I was like, when did Noblesville get that?
No, because best description. I was standing there trying to get another beverage, and there's a gal in front of me getting wrung out, and she was talking to one of the purveyors of the establishment, saying that she thought it was a really cool thing. It's a place where just dudes can come and just men can be men. There's not a whole lot of hangouts. This is the leather studded chairs in the back. You can smoke your cigars, have a nice 2 fingers of a bourbon. Got the game on a big screen, and just chill out and just relax. And that indeed is what we did. It was Jared met us up. The Crushing Cajun came out. John, myself,
Second Crushing Cajun,
and also Sprinkles now.
Yeah, Cameron Sprinkles. We'll make sure we get that picture out there.
Got a new nickname. But yeah, so we hung out there for a couple hours. That was a blast. John and I got some pipe tobacco to smoke back there. Cam got the biggest cigars you could find for $10.
Yeah.
They were gigantic.
Huge.
And after we got done with that, then we walked over to Primeval, which was also a blasty.
Not a good movie, but solid brewery.
Oh, that Hellas. I'll drink that Hellas all day long. That's 5. 5 on that Hellas.
So this is Imprint Beer Company's Schmoogie Froze Raspberry Chocolate Cake.
Smells like yogurt.
It appears it's a collab with King's Brewing Company.
Okay.
It smells delicious. It tastes delicious.
Hey, what is that? That is
Just take a drink.
thick.
Take a drink.
Extra thick!
Just take a drink.
He's being a little pushy, wasn't he?
That's a smoothie.
Drink it, drink it, drink it. It is almost smoothie-like texture.
What is on the can is in the can.
Yeah.
I get raspberry, I
tastes
get
fudge.
chocolate. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, tastes fudgy cake.
Yeah, that is. It is thick.
It's smoogie.
Yeah, it is thick.
It sure is. Like that's. Now we're talking before. We've had smoogie before, but not a smoogie froze. Do we know what's the differentiation?
I don't know.
Do we know? Okay.
Nope.
No clue.
Good homework, boys.
I picked the beer
we don't really
when I
get 'em
sat
much.
down.
It's
It's not like we picked these out like a day ahead of time, y'all.
what though?
What?
Flavors are good. Smells good. Texture's what it is. But something is
Textures to be expected.
everything is the way it's just, I don't know. It's just not my favorite. I wish it was more as good and flavorful as it is.
I'm a really big fan
kinda
of this
want more.
flavor. See, I don't.
Yeah, what more do you want out of this?
The others.
I don't know. That's why I'm struggling.
Like,
There's so many. There's
want,
so
like,
many. Of these
it's
another-
done really well.
Another fruit in there, another berry.
There's
or
so many
what?
fruit and sours that are overdone. This one is so perfectly balanced. I'm a huge fan.
This is very Drecker-like on their
Maybe-
their equal distribution of flavor and balance.
Yeah.
Maybe I just needed a palate cleanser before this one.
We had a
Pilsner.
A hoppy pilsner.
Get your finger out of your ass, John. That's what I say.
That's good.
Remember, he didn't realize what he was drinking earlier was an IPA. He thought it was our Pilsner.
He is having a weird tongue day. We just had at the start of the show. So that was off 21 Jump Street.
Poor Stephanie.
Yeah.
I mean, she's typically pretty happy, so.
So, for Father's Day, speaking of that laugh, did you see what Kelly dressed up as?
I did. That was fantastic.
That was amazing.
Our friend Kelly, who you've seen on the show, literally decided to dress as her father. And it was the funniest shit. Khakis and a polo and tucked in, the pants pulled a little high. Like, it was very entertaining.
And the best part was when she's like, I sat down on the chair, I turned on the Weather Channel.
He
Drank some iced tea.
Yeah, drank some iced tea. And then he's just like, you little shit.
It was pretty fantastic. Kind of like that beer you didn't let your wife try.
I don't know. There's a sip in there. She wants to try it.
A sip. Your backwash?
There's nothing in that. I saw it on the screen.
I get yelled at for less than this.
I just love how she was standing there and he's like, there's something wrong with this, but I won't stop drinking it. But,
It does taste like, have you ever been to Portillo's and they have their cake shake?
oh my god, I love that
Where they
thing
literally
so
throw
much.
the cake in and blend it up?
The chocolate cake shake? Yes.
The greatest thing on the planet? Yes.
That is.
It's actually very similar.
You mean the thing that's 100% diabetes in a cup?
The thing is like 2,000 calories.
Yeah.
Diabetes in a cup.
Like the low texture.
It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, but that beer,
I like the cake, but not together.
I truly like that.
Yeah, I do too.
I thought the balance was fantastic. The flavor profile was great without having to use too much. They didn't have to add in 14 different fruits, and that it was pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Yep, very, very tasty.
It's 100% what it says it is.
Unfortunately, the guy who's supposed to go first just walked out of the room.
He did.
We're not. It's been a while since it's been the three of us.
Yeah, there's like distractions and shit going on. Someone's
Typical
working
of
on
us.
my AC unit right now.
Maddie,
What?
you were first to score, sir.
Try to put on your coaster, but you wouldn't put your coaster down.
You were first to score, sir.
Um,
That was a dramatic
Yeah.
sit down.
I wasn't prepared. I don't know, boys. I'm thinking a 4.75 on that bad boy.
Coming out. Oh, so winging.
They're going to yell at me. Okay, it's fine.
That was really good.
It's really good. I'm going to go 4.25.
And I'm going to go 4.75 as well. Because I'm right. And so is Matt.
You heard that, John? He said I'm right.
Like, don't make me want him to count more.
We established John's got a bad
very
tongue day.
good.
It's very good. It's very balanced. Everything's done correctly. 3.
I didn't go with 3.
What's the average?
That's 4.5.
Fucking jackass.
Tanking the score, John.
It's a very good beer.
I almost debated a 5, but I was like,
It crossed my mind.
yeah, I was like,
You
it's,
should have.
It crossed my
well,
mind.
if I knew you're gonna tank it like that, I would have averaged it out. But no, it was unlike John. Like, well, something's missing. Like, it just wasn't quite beer perfection. It wasn't quite a 5, but it was damn close. Like that's the only thing that helped me. I was like, I just wasn't quite top beers.
It
of
was
all
definitely
time, but it
tingling
was
my
up there.
jingles, but it wasn't quite getting me all the way there. It was more
Ew.
teasing the tingles.
Wish I didn't hear that.
So that is going to be the end of the first half of the show.
Yes.
We do have 4 lovely beers left.
Oh shit, we're actually sticking to a time. Look at this.
He always seems so shocked.
Yeah, because normally it's like 8 o'clock. Like, well, we went ahead with hour 1. Like,
Anyway, so we're at the end of the first part of this show. We'll be right back in just a few minutes with 4 what look to be tasty beverages. It's been a good first half so far. Following up,
We're struggling, but we're fighting through.
oh, I'm talking about the beers.
Oh, yeah.
Following up after an amazing last week,
Yeah, nothing compares to last week.
but
oh, maybe the week before that, the week before that.
otherwise,
like,
I'm TBG_Ops guy
But Hog B&Q.
behind the camera.
I'll scream Matt.
We'll be right back, guys. Later.
BRB. night. Big bushy beards and nothing hides. Two bearded guys. Oh yes they are 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 two bearded guys. Two bearded guys.
Two
There was
bearded guys.
That was 2.
I keep missing events, so people keep forgetting.
That's because of the best,
fair.
it's one bearded guy. Well, it's actually kind of 2 bearded guys. Just everyone's like, you don't look different than you do on that poster. I'm like, yeah, I know.
It's because it's not me.
So our replacement for Mr. TBG Ops Guy on Saturday.
Sorry! Besides, you upgraded this week.
Oh, we did. With Miss Ryan Tews. So she's going to be doing some face painting. So bring some cash, because she's going to make you look good.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you upgraded.
Yeah, I ain't mad about it.
Like, there's times where it's like, yeah, way to go, dude. Like, you own a company and you decide not to show up for shit. This week, John's like, he's not showing up!
We upgraded.
That's just this
no.
weekend?
I saw on Facebook when you invited her, my first thought was literally like, John's trying to upgrade. This bullshit. It's supposed to be equal or lower. Make me look better.
I told Matt I was making decisions, and he's like, I'll sign off on this one.
You're good. I also saw it happening and let it go, so that was implicit, okay.
All right.
It made me laugh because I literally saw it. It was just like, John's trying to make decisions.
No, John's just going on, like, reacting an impulse.
I mean, looked fun to me.
Never mind.
Stop it.
No.
Actually made a good decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, proud of him. It's weird. Dusting for Prince IPA from Moonraker Brewing Company. This is a Citra hopped IPA.
I've never had that before.
Shocker. At 7% alcohol by volume. They literally spell it out.
Oh, that's what that stands for.
Did the only hop in there, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Try it. It's probably fresh, right?
It is, actually. It came from the last Tavor box I had.
Which I noticed, speaking of like fresher, less fresher beers, there's we're talking about Drecker earlier, Drecker IPA that was up there. It's like, ooh, we should probably get to that. That might still be quasi-fresh. Like,
Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah, this was 0405.
Okay.
Just a few months ago.
2005?
No.
So that is hazy.
That's a frothy
April
boy.
5th of 2022. Yeah, we've been holding on to that boy since 2005. We didn't even know each other. I was still in high school.
That was before they even had a hazies, right? I don't know if there's even a...
There's really not.
Yeah.
It smells really good.
I was 15 years old when we started cellaring this bad boy.
15.
I do enjoy the smell of this. I'm just going to sit here and smell.
I will say that is
sticking my nose all up
that
in it.
is one of the coolest things about having like a nephew that's 21. Like I get to go out drinking with him every once in a while. It's just fun. Mostly because I'll be like, hey, you can order whatever you want. Like I got your next drink.
Yeah.
And he's like, a whiskey and Coke, or Coors Light. I'm like, you can get whatever you want. I don't know. I'm like, oh yes, you're still in the what's cheap phase.
Yeah.
Well, we're at Timbers, and Jamie's working, which means everything. So
Yeah, but like, give us
Whatever
a shot
you
at 151.
want.
Light them up.
it's so funny because he'll literally look at me like,
Yeah.
whiskey? Whiskey what? And Coke? Oh, okay.
Sour?
I don't even think he's graduated to that yet.
Like, grow up hair.
He did find out that, White Russians and him don't get along. But,
Oh, White Russians are so good.
Does it say anything about it being a smash?
no.
Okay.
This for just being single hop, you said? Like, this is pretty flavorful.
Yeah.
I'm kind of impressed.
The reason I asked about the smash is an acronym for single malt and single hop.
I would assume not, because if you do a smash, you advertise you're doing a smash.
Yeah. Which is a great way to highlight the flavors in that malt and in that hop. So
Yeah.
at least you get the flavors in just the citra hop itself, kind of highlighted. So orangey, citrusy.
Yeah, literally just a citra hops. Like, that's what we did.
Yeah.
They came from an orange. They hopped around.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it? Citra hops.
Wow.
I thought I was going to get some love on that one.
No, not at all.
Come on, that was impressive, though.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Woo!
Did you about to spill your beverage?
Oh, I straight up backhanded the fucker. It was tilting, and I was able to come back around
Yeah.
and catch it.
Caught it mid tilt.
You give it a little reach around?
Yeah, but not the backwards grip.
You had to go full frontal.
No,
on
that was the, what was
Not
that?
the reverse grip. brother.
Reverse grip. There it was. Oh, Cam D. That was actually worse. Cam D's nuts. Got him.
No, so
a weird
that
night.
might be one of my favorite citras we've had in a while.
Yeah.
Definitely very flavorful, very approachable. Not over the top bitter, which you shouldn't be with citra hops.
No.
Very juicy, very fruity, pleasant. And guess what? No fucking hop pellets. Well, all right, there's like a little bit, but not much.
That was one of the first things I looked for.
I didn't see them earlier.
Yeah.
I have like one little smidge.
A little nug.
So with the hazies, they try to get all these different hops in there. Let's put this hop and that hop and this hop and that hop, and it's nice to have something that is just one.
I think you mean like they just put the same three in the
Yeah.
majority of them. It's
So-
not
But as much
just
as they
that,
can
the
with
other,
the
and that
variation
guy.
of one.
I'm pleased with this. I know we're not kind of ourselves tonight. We're all over the place. Or that part's ourselves.
Yeah.
But I haven't slept much. John's been working like a dog.
It is crazy.
And, well, Matt's behind the camera, so he's actually the most awake of us right now. He's, like, smiling and happy and looks like he wants to be here, and he's the off-screen talent.
Welcome to my Monday nights.
I legitimately, after we got done at CarMax and Primeval, came home and I was hung out for a little bit. And I tell the girls, I'm like, you know what? It's like 7. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'll wake up in a little bit. I woke up a little bit. I.e. 7:30 the next morning.
I love it.
I was like, yeah, you just didn't wake up, right?
I slept 12 hours.
So Saturday, I came home from a wedding. Excuse me. Saturday, I came home from a wedding. I was home by like 10 o'clock. I'm like, you know what? I haven't been sleeping very well. I'm going to go to bed. Unfortunately, like every night lately, I sleep 45 minutes to an hour. Then I wake up, and I'm awake for another 25 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I go to sleep for 45 minutes to an hour. So basically, my sleep pattern right now is 45 minutes to an hour of sleep mixed with 25 to 45 minutes of awake. It makes for very long nights.
Yeah. My sleep issues tend to result in me waking up every hour for about 5 or 10 minutes. So not quite the extreme.
It's been weird, dude. Lately's been, and it's because of this damn chest cough thing I have. It keeps, as soon as my body relaxes and I'm like asleep, I start coughing.
Does Holly need a CPAP?
Yes.
I mean, technically yes, but not because of this. This is from something else, but yes, technically I do. Very-
Can we get one, or can we just borrow?
No.
Maybe we'll go to a pawn shop. See if they have one there.
Tyler is not using one.
Secondhand CPAP?
The only way
Better
anyone's,
than nothing.
the only way anyone's getting me with a CPAP is once I'm married. Once I've already got that woman tricked into staying with me forever.
I don't want you to use it forever. I just want you to use it during hops and coasters.
So, what are you talking about? Neither one of us slept that weekend anyway. One night we stared at each other all night.
God damn it. Straight to each other's soul.
And it wasn't even from snoring. We were both awake and just stared at each other.
Was John wearing a CPAP when you were staring into his soul?
Yeah.
It was the weirdest. Which, oh, by the way, for those of you that TikTok, have any of you seen the Top Gun CPAP montages?
No.
What?
It's these guys all like, you'll hear like Top Gun in the background, and all of a sudden they'll strap on their CPAPs like it's a flight oxygen mask, and then throw on aviators and act like they're ready to go. And it's
Aviators,
usually-
can you do
and
yeets?
it's all guys built like us. It's the funniest shit.
That's pretty amazing.
I want to make one.
Please don't wearing like some button-up pajamas or something in this frame too.
Oh, usually they're either shirtless or like you see like really tight like bomber jackets and stuff that they probably had like years ago that they found.
I'm in. I will make that video.
It's been some of the funniest shit I've seen. Cause like, and they're like straight up. They're like, you'll hear them like talking like clips from the movie, like call signs and stuff like that, and it'll be like you'll see. Yeah. Oh, it's the funniest shit, dude.
Oh man, God, I'm pumped up now.
And every time I see one, I just go, John. This is John. All right, so we got to score the Dusting for Prince, the IPA that was very approachable, very good. Definitely a intro to IPAs kind of beer for people. Solid beverage. John, you're first.
It's a great showcase of what Citra Hop is. So, well made, nice hazy, without all the hop plant matter at the bottom of the glass or can. So I'm gonna go 3.75.
Look what I wrote down before you said it.
Did you? Oh boy.
I'm going 4. I think it highlights Citra hops in such a perfect way that if I want a single hop IPA, it's probably what I'm going for.
I'm gonna agree with John. Wasn't it on the 3.75?
Yep.
Yeah, it was well done. It was a good example of the hop. Kind of got the flavors. Well enough made.
3.75 average score for the Two Beerded Guys. Solid beer.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice bottle cap.
Yeah.
That's going on the shelf for us.
The way he was like eyeballing that and rubbing it was a little
Had a little dust on the bottom.
Where's the shoots from?
The Shoots? I was going to talk about the Shoots.
No, I just. Yeah.
The Shoots is from Bend, Oregon.
Oh.
So we have the Black Butt 3.
Which is not Butte.
Oh, it's absolutely Butte, but
But's funny.
exactly. Imperial
Children.
Imperial Black Butt Porter brewed with cocoa powder, aged locally distilled Black Butt Porter whiskey cask.
We did have some of the best things about Saturday was like John and I kept looking like, we're the oldest people here, right? Because I learned we're like, oh yeah, Cam's young, and then Jared like, I'm older than John. I'm like, ha ha, we're not the oldest people here.
Right. Jared old.
Yeah. He's 42. He's 1 year older than me, but whatever.
Yeah, I was like, there's
Jared's
no way.
old. Katie's only a year older than me. Yeah. Jared did well.
You did.
Married younger and beautiful. I don't know how he did it. This is Deschutes Brewing.
Let's go see Talk Nerdy to her.
Talk nerdy to me, dude. God, that probably works for her. Sorry, guys.
What was that? I got the black lung, Paul.
Pretty much. This was bottled on 6/11/20. So this is
Okay.
This is
2
aged
years
a little
old.
bit. This is aged a little bit.
Oh, all right.
Wait, you said 20?
Yes.
20.
Twin.
So Jared will be, unless Tyler says no, filling in for me when I'm in Baltimore. So he's going to be me that night.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were still doing the show.
Oh,
Yes.
He's got
Yeah.
a big chair to fill.
I'm going to have nothing going on, so I need something to watch that night.
Yeah, I like that bottle cap.
I do like that bottle cap. So yeah.
Ooh, I saw a nice little waft off of the liquid, just dribbling out of that bottle.
I'm dribbling.
See, that's a pour. Earlier was kind of like a plop, plop, plop.
And yet doesn't look super thick either.
It doesn't. It's a porter, right? Not a
Yep.
stout. So
All right, perfect.
I'll have to reframe my mind on that, but
Yeah.
that does seem kind of fitting
I mean, you can smell it.
texturally.
It smells fantastic. No!
Ooh, that does smell
All the
good.
Funko Pops are getting in the way of tossing my bottle caps.
I feel like Bunny is having a like drinking game for like oh, that does smell good. Like we did that a lot.
If Bunny's watching, there's not much mouthfeel going
There's
on.
not been. We've been really dropping the
I said
mouthfeel
one in
balls.
the very first one.
I did too. During the jam one.
The first one.
Is that the first one?
Yeah, you and I both did during the first one.
Okay, yeah.
You guys have one job, just mouthfeel things.
Mouthfeel. All right, I'll get to mouth filling more things.
She isn't watching.
God damn it!
It's not as much fun when she isn't watching.
She can always watch later. We want her feel included.
Oh, we're talking about Bunny. All right. I was talking about yeah, never mind.
are you trying to mouthfeel over there, John?
By the way, I have no idea where this beer came from.
I don't know.
I don't think I got that one, but
Well, this is from 2020.
But we've not had it for this.
I don't know. It was in the back. We might have had it that long.
I mean, every now and again, like something will pop up on Tavor too, where it's like something that's been sitting back for a little bit, but not very often. It's been like 2 years. But I guess we got that after it was maybe a year old and sat on it for a minute.
This one was kind of tucked in the back. Might have got pushed to the back and just left there.
Stuck it in the back.
I don't think I had any left from Jake, my Seattle guy.
The shoots.
That's pretty tasty.
Vanilla caramel notes. Little char, not much.
Little boozy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for how old it is.
And what'd you say the booze was on it?
I don't think I did.
The booze VB?
Do you want to guess? I've already seen it now, but...
I don't know. What do you think, John? What is the guess?
I'll guess.
Go ahead, Mr. Couch.
Go 9.1.
It's a porter. It wasn't barrel aged or anything, right?
Yes, it was.
Was it? Okay. You were talking. I blacked out.
Imperial Black Butte Porter, brewed with cocoa powder, aged in local distilled Black Butte Porter whiskey casks. It's just not as much fun to say without saying Black
This
Butte.
is really smooth, but just with it's being older and the barreling and stuff, I'll give it a 10-3.
You said what?
9.1.
Well, technically he wins while being almost 4% off. It's 14.1.
Go fuck yourself. No way.
I'm shocked.
That is not as ridiculous as the one last week.
This is true.
No.
But still, damn. You want to put that on the bottle can there?
I mean, I could.
So,
The Headzo last week. That one really threw you guys.
Oh,
for a
yeah.
loop.
We also got Alice Chambers says, hello!
Alex! We're friends on Facebook now.
nice.
Black Butte 3.
Black Butt 3.
Cubed.
Black Butt Cubed? Watch that one.
Yeah, I think that was on pay-per-view.
No, it's on Pornhub.
Ah, you're right.
Yes.
Who pays for that anymore?
So, with the porter, and not a super thick, heavy body, but 100% absolutely supports.
Oh, sorry, that just kind of fueled right in. Not a big, thick, heavy body on
Oh, yeah.
Black Butt's Cube.
I thought Alex said something.
100% supports its big black butt.
Very, 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 very tasty. I haven't really talked much about it because I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
It is a little thinner, but it's an Imperial. But it's heavy for an Imperial.
Yeah.
Or per porter, not an Imperial.
It supports
per
flavors.
porter. Very much supports flavor. Still hotter than I expected. Alcohol feel. While being...
It's pretty hot.
I said hotter, not hot. Just hotter than I expected. For 2 years. A porter that's 2 years old.
We're talking two different definitions of hot.
Nice caramel, chocolate notes.
Like so hot, want to touch the hiney?
Big black honey. But
Stop it. I'm very pleased with this beverage. I really am.
yeah, I am too. It's,
For a beer we don't know where it came from, I found it on the back of the shelf.
yeah.
And
But we have a lot of that beer. I remember 99, probably 98% of the beer we have here. Every once in a while, somebody pulls one out, and I just kind of do the...
Where's that from?
I have no idea.
If you were adjusting the show and you
Yes.
gave that to us,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Good.
We really have done that a few times. John will start pulling out random beers and be like, what about this one? Yes, we've had it. Or, no, we haven't. It's from da-da-da-da-da. What about this one? Da-da-da-da-da. I don't... Where the fuck did that come from?
I'm really pleased with this.
It's almost
I am
like
too.
finding a $20 bill in your pocket.
Well, no, it's,
I had
it's,
one.
it's like last winter's Christmas coat, or last winter's coat, you put it back on, like, oh, there's
Yes.
a 20.
Yep.
I found a 50 last year when I did that.
Oh, nice.
You had $50 last year?
Yeah. I started working before Christmas. Hey, I started working before Christmas.
Odd question.
I started working before Christmas. Now the year before? No. No.
He might have had 50 cents
Rub two nickels together?
with some bubble gum on
Nickels.
on the pennies.
Nickels. He rubbed two nickels, not nipples.
The year previous was definitely it was a dark time.
Yeah.
Dark time. Dark time.
Alex says, we are now friends on Facebook. I decided it was time. Time.
Thanks, Alex. You're my hero.
He said it's been a rough day for him as well. Anniversary of his dad passing. Sorry to hear, friend. That's a rough go.
Sorry,
He
Alex.
says wanted to pop in and show some love, even for you, Tyler.
Hey, we need to have you on the show one day when you're free on a Monday. I know you work, but find a Monday you're not, and let us know.
Fun.
We would love to hang out with you again, Alex. It's been very much too long.
Has been.
Although I will never have a piece of like, I will never have a moment where I'm not being made fun of that episode.
I'm okay with that.
Heavy wears the head that has the crown, right, bud?
You know what? I'm gonna take another month off just so you remember what it's like without me, motherfucker.
It's bliss.
Bullshit. Hey, bullshit. You were the first one to be like, we really need you.
Well, now I kind of know what I'm walking into, and I try to adjust, you know. You don't hear the, welcome to watching Two Beerded Guys! I might be able to get a little bit.
Okay.
Wow.
Not saying you should go,
I
but
could use some Mondays off.
saying, you know, if you didn't make it, like, maybe now I'm a little more prepared.
He's full of shit. He'll regret it immediately again.
Well, probably, because, yeah, I mean, the bottles are over there. I can't really read them. John struggles with big words.
So does Pete.
I struggle with big words.
Why as smart as Pete? Like, yeah, I can't speak, but as intelligent as Pete is, why does he struggle to read? I just struggle
Pete,
to talk.
smart, can't talk.
Hey, I just struggle to talk. Like, no, but this beverage. Back to that.
A 3-hour tour.
Yeah.
Porter, you're the stout whore. You get mad at porters for not being stouts. Where does this fall? You know what? Just go ahead and score it for us.
I think it's different to say, like, mad is just, like, it's not a stout, so I was like, well, it's never going to be, like, as good as what I'm going to get out of stout. This thing, though, is, we've had a few that were like, damn, this is, like, a really superior porter. Like, this is done very well. This one does have more of the porter body, where it is a thinner one. We have had a couple porters that were a little thicker boys. But this one still, the flavor in this is really good. You said it was cocoa powder, but I'm still getting like John said, I'm getting caramel, I'm getting some vanilla, I'm getting... The cocoa is like the lightest flavor out of all that,
It kinda
I think,
is.
to me, which is ironic. But it's a good blend of flavors. It's aged well. If it's 14, it's a smooth 14. It's got a... I really don't have much to knock on this thing.
Score.
4.75. I can't quite go 5 because it's just not as robust in flavor as I would like, but it is damn near.
Evidently, I like black butts. So, I'm going to go 4.75.
I'm going to give it the same score as well. 4.75. That was a fantastic beverage.
See, I don't always ride the average. I just happen to
That
choose right.
we have
I know beer
no
goes-
idea where it came from.
Nope.
Sometimes Mr. Beer's the best beers.
I've been trying the whole time since I pulled that off the shelf to figure out where it came from, and I couldn't tell you. Really couldn't. I checked all my crates, like my past crates. It wasn't in any of mine.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Fantastic beer, though. Definitely, if you have a chance, drink it. We are not entertaining tonight. We're just out of it. It's fine. We have 2 more beers. Both sound great.
Yeah, at this point, it's kind of just like power through.
Power through. Sack up, boys. Come on.
No, it's more the entertainment value of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it struggled today.
Slightly.
I take the blame for it. As the play-by-play guy, I'm supposed to drive the energy, and I've had very little. But I have tried.
Today has been not gone at all the way it's supposed to. I got... Today just spiraled at work. And not even work stuff. Like, I found out then I had to take Brooklyn to a cross-country camp, which I didn't plan for. And internet was down at work, too.
Seriously? For
Yeah, it's been down since Friday. Yeah.
Did it get fixed today?
At 4:30.
Dude,
At
that
the
is
end of the day.
so ironic. I told you, like,
Yeah.
when we went into work today, like, power was on kind of for the first floor and not on for the second. None of one's computer could boot up. Internet was down. and that didn't fix until about 2.
Yeah. It's an off day. That's what it is.
That's weird. Yeah. Monday to the 9s, boys. Ooh, is that my French toast?
Yes.
Ooh. I did arrange for a few awesome beers to make our way over from Ohio at some point soon. So that'll be fun.
From
Who are
Ohio?
you talking to in Ohio?
There's a couple, and then most of them are unicorn themed.
Unless it is coming from Akron and has a frog on the can.
We're going to try it.
I'm less than tempted.
We're going to try it, boys.
John is just trying to find some bad unicorn themed beers.
I am
to
actually.
break my
That's one of
streak.
the things that came up in the conversation. I just they're like, it's really dumb because the theory is unicorn beer is always good, and it's not been wrong.
And you know what? The theory was River North could never be wrong, and they were.
Yeah, I mean,
Once, but
that's
they were.
one out of the River North. I got a pretty low margin of error on my unicorn beers too, so just leaving that at your doorstep. There.
Unicorn's still batting 1,000, I believe, unlike River North.
We've had more River North than we've had unicorns.
I know because they're elusive. You can't find them. They're
But
magical.
we've had enough unicorn beers to be like,
We got a demographic. We
This
got
is
a
getting
basis
dumb.
line. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
yeah. One is a bloody unicorn, which is like a battle unicorn. I really cannot wait for that label.
I mean, you can't slap a unicorn on something unless it's magical. It's in the bylaws somewhere. I'm pretty sure about it.
All right, so our beer, fucking jackwagons, is Wiley Roots Brewing Company's Breakfast at Wiley's French Toast. Oatmeal milk stout with cinnamon, maple syrup, vanilla, and natural flavors. I really wish one of those was raspberry.
Vanilla and natural.
It could have been an addition, like raspberry French toast.
Contains lactose. 7.5%. Brewed and canned by Wiley Roots out of Greeley, Colorado.
Yeah, I mean, the nose isn't the most pleasant thing on this.
I would agree. That is less than encouraging.
Artificial?
Not it's just funky, like not like spoiled funky, just like odd.
Meh. That's how I'm going to describe this beer. Meh.
It tastes better than it smells,
It does.
It's not a high bar.
but it's a fact. Based off the smell, my expectations hit the floor real quick, and drinking it, they kind of got brought back up some. I mean, this is better than
I
what
stand
I
by
was.
my response. Meh.
I give it a little better than that. Meh. Yeah.
French toast flavors, good.
It's kind of there. You get the cinnamon.
There's not a lot of.
They're there-ish.
It's not that it's a thin body, but there's just not a lot of supporting malt character in it.
It's a very thin oatmeal body.
Yeah.
Oatmeal bodies are very thin. This is a very thin oatmeal body.
Yeah.
The
lacking.
flavor comes and goes very quickly. Vanilla's there. Cinnamon's there. I mean, don't get me wrong. It tastes like what's on the can. There is French toast
What's
there.
on the can is in the can.
So, like, it's not getting docked for that for me. It's just more... I took a drink of it. I tasted French toast, and I still kind of went, meh.
You know what's funny about it is I was really worried about the artificial aspect
Oh, sorry.
that you could potentially get from a beer like this. And it's not tasting artificial to me. So he's laughing.
No, because I'm looking
He's
at
laughing
Matt's
at my
face.
disappointment and shame.
That's exactly what I'm laughing about.
Good. He should be ashamed. It is literally a quality of beer standpoint where it's suffering from.
Yeah, there's no artificial, like...
Yeah, so if you're saying quality of beer, like what's the things that you would say is like the lacking or the missing?
So when you get in quality of beer, you're looking into, and I'm not docking it on color and things like that, but quality of beer, you're going to look at things like color, you're going to look at hop character, malt character, those basics of what it takes to craft a beer. In this particular case, they did the adjuncts, they did the gimmicks pretty well.
Really well, actually.
But the beer itself, meh.
Oatmeal,
So you're more so saying the base beer is pretty bland,
Yeah.
and then they throw all the adjuncts in there,
oatmeal
which are well
bodies
enough
are
done.
already thin.
Agreed.
This is a thin oatmeal body.
We don't have an extra thin button. I can't help you out there.
The flavor comes and goes so fast.
Yeah. It is a bit of a cinnamon toast crunch flavor.
And I'm gonna be honest, like for me, I love French toast, and it tastes like French toast, but for some reason I'm just kind of like, again, man.
Yeah.
I'm underwhelmed. I'm underwhelmed.
And at 7.5%, you'd feel like the grain bill is pretty decent, and
You would
yet
think,
it's not coming through.
I am definitely underwhelmed. Whelmed.
You're not whelmed, you're underwhelmed?
I'm underwhelmed.
I mean, there's over and there's under, but you never hear anybody
You never hear
whelmed.
anybody say they're whelmed.
Yeah, whelmed.
Whelmed?
How are you? I'm whelmed.
Well, I don't know.
Whale?
Next time my boss asks me how I'm doing, I'm saying that.
Whelmed.
Oh, I'm whelmed. You're overwhelmed? No, I'm just whelmed.
Whelmed.
You're underwhelmed? Nope, not that either.
Just whelmed.
What does that mean? Trying to figure it out.
You know you're having like a
If
day.
I'm not over or under, I must be all right.
You know you're having a day when you say you're something, and then when they ask what that means, you're like, still figuring that out, but it fits.
We're still talking about your day, right?
Oh, we're clearly not talking about something else.
All right. Because it wouldn't fit?
Muy pequeño.
Don't talk to me in...
Very small.
Ah! It's literally concave.
I actually have an innie, not an outie.
God, that would suck.
You're talking about belly buttons, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
definitely, Belly. John, this beer...
This is kind of
John's
why
so
we
bored
talk
of this
about...
beer, he's Googling.
No, I'm seeing how much our bill's going to be.
Ah.
So,
For the stripper later.
I was thinking for the Indy to Audi conversion. Too soon?
That's what the stripper's for.
I'm not even mad about that. That's amazing. This is... I'm trying.
Well, he's
That's
trying.
what she said. All right. It's why we have a... That's why we have that 2 to 3 scale. It's not that it's bad. It's just from a beer standpoint, there's something a little bit lacking. And so for this, I'm going to give it 2.75. I like the beer. It tastes fine.
The way you're going, I thought it was going to be a little lower than that. I'm like, that
No,
seems a little
like,
rough.
I
but-
think it tastes really
but,
good. I really like the flavor. I just
Where you
from
wound
a,
up.
it's flawed.
What's funny is I actually probably had harsher, like, with the meh and everything than John did with his descriptions. I'm going to give it a 3, though, because in the brief moment you get a taste of flavor before the body loses it, it really gives you a nice bump with those adjuncts.
I feel like a 3 is the most meh score. It's average.
No, 2.5 is a pure. And you know what? I'm doing a 2.75. Matt just talked me into a lower score, because 2.5 is a true meh. Because that's dead in the middle.
All right,
But
all right.
I'm going to go 2.75.
Not the Two Beerded Guys scale. 3.
That's not dead in the middle.
Dead nuts, because the left one's bigger.
Damn straight.
Oh, you too? Good night. It's good not to be alone.
Wait. You got a score.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Tyler's initial score on a 3. Like, I agree with the man. There's things that I like, things that if the base beer was better, but what they did, what was on the can was in the can. The flavor that was there, while short lasting, was good. It could be better, but it wasn't bad. Like,
Story about sex life. Well, short lasting.
wasn't bad, but wasn't
This
great.
beer's like
yeah.
Matt's sex life.
Yeah.
Wait, non-existent. Damn.
Oh,
it.
wait, never
Like
mind.
everything else in my life, I strive for that C average. That way you can do a little better. It's like, oh, look at you, buddy.
Oh my god, if a woman ever said that to me in that voice. Yo, look at you, buddy. I'd be like, and we're never having sex again.
I like to end with a high five if possible.
And a juice box.
I'm cool with the high five and a juice box. I don't need, oh, buddy, you did good. No, I'm like, and we're done. This was fun. It's never going to happen again. We're married. It doesn't matter. It's never happening again. I'm going to go find a mistress at this point. You can go find another lover as well. Like, it's cool.
It's cool. We're
John,
fine.
so you get a juice box? Good for you, little buddy.
See, again, I couldn't. No!
Any of it squirts. It's fun.
The juice box, all right? This
I
is
couldn't
wh-
help myself. Like,
This is
before.
why we have to have a
Okay.
guest. This is why we have to have a guest.
Clearly
Because at least the conversation turns back to them. Although we
And their
have
sex
had,
lives, yeah.
Although we have had some guests that steered us down even weirder paths.
Darker, more ominous.
But at least they're doing that.
Or if Tyler's mom came on, then we'd have a discord about her dating life and sexual advice. We miss Mama Dan around here.
No, Mama Danner's going through some shit with her dating life
Or
right now.
Mama Reed.
We don't want to talk to Mama Danner, but Mama Reed we can talk to anytime. We can talk to Mama anytime.
Talk more about that later.
We got Jim Monroe is on. Says he'd go with the Deschutes Brewery Porter. He said that sounded good. It
was good.
Was, sir.
Jim, it was fantastic.
Can
and thank you
confirm.
for tuning in, Jim. Jim, I have now known for 8 years, I think.
I was just now starting to watch.
Great man. His son's one of my good buddies. It's met him at where I used to work.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Jim's one I remember the time I showed up so drunk that I passed out during Rogue One.
Yeah.
Jim is the person I drank with at the beginning of that day.
The beginning of the day or the beginning of your drinking that day?
Well, I was
Or was that the same?
unemployed, so pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
But I started drinking with Jim
That is a great gift that Jim gave
at
us.
Sun King.
It really was. Thank you, sir. You are
And Jim
saint.
bought said beers because, I was unemployed and Jim felt bad for me.
And he didn't find $50 that day.
And then I went and drank with myself at Books and Brews. And then
No, you say it like that.
No, I think I met someone there. I just don't remember who it is by now.
You never was working there. Like, you weren't drinking by yourself at that point. And if there's a bartender you can talk to, you're never drinking by yourself.
No, most of the
That's why I
people
said the
that
bar.
I knew from there had either quit or been fired.
Oh, really? By that point?
Yeah, because that was after I left Books and Brews.
Oh, was it? Okay. I thought that's when you're still there. All right, my bad.
And then, no, I was unemployed, remember?
Touche.
And then yeah, I drank here.
Yeah. You did. You did.
It was a good day.
I don't think you drink that
Thanks,
much
Jim.
here.
Hey, Chris Ream, I'm sure you're not watching anymore, but the technician said you'd give me a discount. So
That's what I heard.
it's right there.
If only you had his personal number, you could make sure you can confirm that.
I actually heard him say it. So this is a beer that really...
We did rate. We did rate.
We did.
This is a beer
was the
that
final?
realistically... 275 average.
275, 275 to 3.
This really would be probably my most anticipated if it wasn't for I was excited for that Frosé.
This wasn't my most anticipated, but I just want to let John have his day in the sun.
Stop
so.
rubbing your chest awkwardly, please.
We're helping rub my belly instead. Helps digestion, man. You got to start at the nipples and rub down.
This is the Hardywood bourbon barrel aged raspberry.
Not squeeze them. It's a gentle rub. It's north down to south.
I didn't quite squeeze
You
them.
start at the nipples and end the navel.
Raspberry stout.
Let's see if it works.
It's not squeezing, John.
I didn't squeeze!
It looked like you were going to squeeze. Tyler, he was squeezing. It looked like he was going to squeeze.
Anyway,
This is the night we gave Tyler an aneurysm.
guys, last beer. Let's finish up. Come on.
You want entertaining? We're entertaining now. Come on.
Hardywood's bourbon barrel aged raspberry stout with vanilla beans. Bourbon barrel aged chocolate raspberry stout finished on Madagascar vanilla beans.
There it is.
That's for sure's.
There it is.
The ABV. Wow, that is faint.
I said, wow, that
No,
is high.
look at like
Awesome.
no, just look at that. Like you can't see it, right? Hey.
Well, yeah,
No, I
he's
can't
like
see
5 feet
shit.
away from him.
No, I'm fucking old.
He's got glasses, and he's like the oldest gentleman here.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. It's there, but...
It's 11.5%
Does it help if you
I'm
hold
gonna
it
hold
closer
it
to
so
your face?
the light shines on it just right.
They wanted to hide the ABV on this thing. Can I pour
I'm
the
zooming
beer?
in. No, I'm zooming in.
That is the oldest thing I've seen anyone do in a long time. Let me get my camera and zoom
My
in
mom
on it.
does
Oh,
this.
I mean, I'll do that if it's something
My
far
mom
away.
takes pictures and then zooms in.
All right, like if there's something
Okay, I got
far away, I
know
will
what
do
it
that,
is.
but not when it's in my
Let's
hand.
play the game.
I already told you what it was.
Did you?
It's 11.5.
Oh, damn it.
And you saw it too. That's 2 out of
was-
3.
I thought I was excited.
I already know it's 11
I didn't
half,
know
11
you didn't
2.
know.
Hey, a dessert beer
What are
to
you
the
doing?
core. Our Great American Beer Fest gold medal winning raspberry stout is truly a feat in decadence. Loads of chocolate malt, cocoa nibs, and local late season red raspberries from Agraberry Farm all contribute to what would be best described as a raspberry truffle in liquid form.
Oh, I have a specific flavor.
After months
Mine?
of patient maturation in freshly emptied bourbon barrels, our raspberry stout is then finished on Madagascar vanilla beans, revealing a confluence of smooth, rich, dark chocolate, ripe red raspberries, and real vanilla. So they take their raspberry stout, their award-winning stout, then they aged it in the barrels.
Okay.
Yeah, and finished on Madagascar.
Let's do it.
So they took that raspberry truffle and boozed it up and vanillaed it up.
Man.
So, funny story, boys. While Tyler was having his little talk about there, I had a smooge and French toast burp together.
Sure, that was interesting.
It was not bad.
that would go together.
A smooge toast?
Smooch toast.
Well, that sounded dirty.
A French smooch toast.
Exactly.
Now it sounds real dirty.
Now it costs extra. Thanks, John.
How much?
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
I appreciate you.
Shit. I kind of got that missing element that we had from the last beer. Though, like I think we had a splash of that smoogie in the
little bit of raspberry in it.
Yeah, I think a little bit of raspberry would go a long way to give that raspberry that fruit topping on the French toast.
That would have been. I think that would have done it.
That could have maybe saved a bit there.
Boys, I'm doing my research for the Baltimore trip. I have put the post out there to let people tell me what breweries are must-attend breweries. So I'll make sure I visit
I care
those.
what most beer people think.
Oh, my God.
Wow, as
I'm
you
gonna bring
said
back a bunch
every
of
week, like, hey, watch us on the Indiana Drinkers page.
Hey, there's a. No, actually, I don't post on there much anymore.
Too good, huh?
We're
Well.
technically on the Midwest
Fan.
one. We're technically experts on that page.
Are we?
The Two Beerded Guys are.
So why I get asked to post to answer questions?
Yeah, that's why we're always asked to answer questions.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, we have had, 1,000 beers in 2 years?
we're closer to 2, I think.
I prefer to lowball.
It sounds better for my doctor.
My doctor asked if I drank when I went in for my physical, and I just went, I'm a millennial living at home. What do you think? And he literally went, yes.
How much? Oh, whatever the top check box is.
Oh, he literally just wrote yes. I'm like, good answer, doc.
All right, so a question for you, gents. Since you have
cleaner.
a little more industry experience than my none.
Did he just say the word he hates?
I did.
Experience and none.
Industry.
Ouch, John. Ouchville, population me. That derailed my entire. No,
That's a lot of raspberry.
the Great American Beer Fest and all that stuff, or the Beer Festival Awards.
The GABF, baby.
Like, how much merit does that actually mean in
lot.
the biz?
And none at the same time.
Because I've seen beers that I've drank that I'm like,
He's right.
this is a gold medal beer award winner, and I'm like, this tastes not very good. Not this beer in particular, but I mean,
it's a lot and none at the exact same time. If you go win awards, you're going to make money. It's that simple. You can advertise the shit out of that. People will come in to try the GABF winners. In the industry, it depends on who challenges that year. The last 3 years really mean jack shit because there's so few breweries that are really participating in a lot of those still.
COVID wreck shit aside, like,
But in general, it really is it's a lot and a little. It means a lot to the public, and that's what matters to your bottom line. If I can show I am a 3-time GABF winner, I'm going to make some fucking money at my hometown brewery.
but I'm talking about like the beer nerds like us that we live, breathe, and drink this shit. Like,
A lot of, that's the thing is
We care less about it.
a lot of beer nerds avoid GABF winners because they're assholes. Me, I like trying them. I like seeing what's the winner, because some of those guys that judge these beers are the guys like Smo.
I'd say Smo's been
Smo
a
has
judge, right?
judged these style of competitions. Has he? He hadn't done the GABF, has he?
No, but Sun King
But he's
submits
done a lot
stuff
of
to
this.
GABF all
Well,
the
but
time.
not even that. But Smo has
Yeah.
judged those style of
Teaches
events.
the people who judges these things.
And so, these are people much smarter than I am in the beer industry. Now, at the same time, I will drink the same beer that wins and go, huh?
well, I think you kind of hit like who shows up. So like, if you're the only one competing in a category,
Which does happen.
you're gonna win gold by default,
That
right?
actually can't happen, yeah.
Like,
Metazoa has been racking up awards at the GABF the last few years, but at the same time, they've produced very good beers in those events.
so it's a skewed statistic. Sometimes it can mean merit, and sometimes
when
it
you
can
look at
be
who they
smoke and
beat,
mirrors.
a lot of times when you look at who they beat, you're like, holy shit, that's the who's who of beer. That's fucking impressive.
How does one know that though? Like, unless you're there or you
It's
go
on the website.
go super down the John hole on like the GABF of 2022.
All you have to do is go look at who participated and then who won.
So there are top-notch breweries who
Yeah,
just don't participate.
It's not worth them financially.
Yeah, because there is a factor of you got to send in the beer, you got to pay the fee, you have the beer to send in, and then you got to send people. Like so there are top-notch breweries who don't send anything. So it's
Well, and it doesn't help that the GABF is in fucking Denver, which is great, but at the same time, it's for anyone
Not closer.
east of the Mississippi River.
Yeah, Midwest or East Coast.
That is a trek, unless you got some.
the other thing is like they're going to the different styles, the different styles of beer, right? So Pachanga is a multi-time gold winner, GABF, and yet. It's a core Mexican lager.
It's a Mexican
fine.
lager core
It's
beer that's
good.
just like a lager.
Not
Like
even a good Mexican lager.
But see, that's the point. There's just so many different things going on, but the competition. There's certain breweries who submit every year, like Sun King. They'll always
Chili
submit,
Water.
always submit.
Chili water every year.
But there's big ones that just don't. So it's
chili
good. It's important.
Like chili water, chili water Metazoa every year. Revolution doesn't.
And the Revolution doesn't have a GABF winner that I know of.
I think they have one from a long time ago, but I think that's it.
Yeah, and that's my second favorite brewery. First favorite brewery.
And River North doesn't have any that I know of.
They don't submit. We had that conversation with them.
Yeah, it's in that state, and they don't submit.
Oh wow, yeah, that is even more like funny. I didn't think about that. That was like because you hear about that when you go drink a place, you see like these illustrious awards, like, but do they really mean anything or do they not? So
it helps drive-in business at times.
So I mean, as far as like how well a beer is crafted, like is it good, is it not? Like most of the ones I've had that have been like toted up as GABF winners, I'm like I also think it's that amazing of a beer.
So I will say this for breweries I've had, for instance, Pachanga. I have drank a decent amount of Pachanga over the years. I've drank a decent amount of other Mexican lagers, craft Mexican lagers, all the above. I sometimes am curious, based on beers I've had that have been winners versus having them at the breweries, if there isn't a little extra work done on the batch that was the one turned in
I don't know.
versus the one that's mass marketed. And the only reason I say that, it's not even Sun King necessarily, it's more certain beers I've had in Indiana that have finished either gold, silver, or bronze that I've had many times, and I've done that like, really?
I can also speak to, I've read judges' scorecards from the Indiana beer judging. So not the GABF, but the Indiana beer judging, right?
Yeah.
And when you're judging based upon a person's own taste buds, their own experiences, their own palate.
John's got to wear tongue day. He's going to skew that shit.
Well, that's why John could never judge one of these.
Right. No, he's not wrong. And that's, like, I've literally read comments from different scorecards, and it'd be like, this beer tastes like this. And then the next one is like the exact opposite.
Well, we've read reviews on a beer we made.
Yeah.
Our ridiculously spicy blueberry maple oatmeal brown ale.
Yeah.
Aged on bourbon chips.
Right.
Imperial.
Had
way too much.
And the like reviews from people in his taste test were just
polarizing. Which was a polarizing beer, in fairness, but
so it's there's a lot of subjectiveness to it based upon that individual and how good of a tongue day they're having.
When you say it like that, that sounds even funnier.
all right. So to this beer,
Yeah, you're right.
which
Real
is
quick,
based off.
I mean, that's a great conversation, but Pete Ferrara, what's up, Ugly Pete?
What's
He
up,
says
Pete?
Tyler sucks.
Hey, have you made your decision yet?
I know, I was going to say, I haven't forgot about you, Pete. I was consulting with John over the weekend about who needs the manpower more. Because John did say he planned to ask, but you asked first, so I would say you would get priority, Pete, on the Noblesville Brewbarbecue. But if you've got ample hands and John needs hands, I don't know. If you guys want to maybe work out where I'm a better fit.
Basically, he doesn't want to make the decision.
I don't.
Not a bitch.
Well, I'm saying, hey, like Pete asked first, so initial thought is I
it's
should go help Pete. But if Pete has ample hands and John needs help, then the friend needs help, you help him. And me
Just
like,
go help both.
I can't do that. No, I mean I gotta pick a team, buddy.
But you're not picking. You're trying to make them pick.
I see what you did there, Tyler. All right, well, and Pete, if you're still watching, since I'm getting put in a corner here, and you were the first to ask, he says, "Go with the books, brother. I can be second." I don't know. Pete asked first. I will probably help out Pete.
Hey, good boy.
Yeah.
Pete, being the nice guy, always trying to, put his friends first.
I'll remember this.
His biggest flaw.
We've established I'm petty.
Oh, I'm more so. Greatest thing ever, coaching high school baseball, especially when you're not the head coach. Head coach will do something that's like, oh, we're going to be nice. We're going to stop stealing. Da-da-da-da. And I'm like, their fans were bitching when we were stealing second up 9. I'm petty as shit. Run it up to 30. And
Speaking of petty, I should have who's going to feed me more bourbon that day is what I should have led with.
Pete. The answer's probably Pete.
Don't cut me out.
But, hey,
I know.
we can get into your house anytime.
God damn it, you got wrong.
I know the code.
I don't need the code.
Out here having a pint just jumped on. What up? They say. What is up having a pint?
But anyway, so this beer.
You
So
finish yours. I've just started tasting mine.
their base was their GABF winner, which started that whole conversation we had.
Which I think was a good conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they add, they bourbon barrel aged it, and
It's very
and then they
barrel.
had vanilla. There's a lot of barrel there, and there's a lot of
barrel.
raspberry. That
No,
raspberry is very prevalent.
The raspberry is overpowering for me. There's barrel there, but the raspberry is
I think
the
a little
driver.
more vanilla would be a nice balancer for this beer.
A la Drecker.
I'm not getting the. I mean, it was Madagascar vanilla beans, but I'm not getting a lot. It's there, but I'm not getting a lot.
I wanted to be mad at this because it is not balanced. But it
Still
is
good.
It is, other than the vanilla, it is kind of what it says it is. It is the raspberry truffle with that bitter cocoa dusting, right? But it come back to bitter. You got bitter cocoa.
Mm-hmm.
You got the heavy barrel flavor in it. It needs that Madagascar vanilla.
That's
And
my
it's
problem.
not
If I
coming
was
through.
only drinking the base, that was supposed to be that bitter raspberry truffle kind of thing. Like, sure,
That's what it is.
cool.
It's bitter. It's
But now it
raspberry.
also has a barrel, which is harsh.
Yeah.
And now I need that vanilla to soften all of it,
Yep.
and it's not
It's
coming
not.
through.
I don't think I can get that much barrel out. I was getting so raspberry heavy that it's killing out even the barrel for me. Like,
It's a lot of raspberry.
which it's not that it's poorly. It's a
it's
good
just
raspberry flavor. It's just
liquid raspberry.
yeah, it's just in the driver's seat, and it's really taking the helm on this beer. Like it's raspberry first foremost, and everything else is definitely second hand on the flavor.
There's a lot of raspberry. But overall, I did enjoy it. I want more balance, though. Like, that vanilla could have really... Give me just a hint of vanilla more, and we are talking a fantastic beer.
I think official measurement, he's saying a smidge.
Schmidge.
What are you going to rate it?
Ooh, that's tough. I'm going to give it a 3 1/4. I do think it's above average, but yet just not quite there.
Matt.
I was like Mudhog.
Nope, it's you.
I painfully again, I'm gonna have to agree with Tyler. I mean, as far as the quality of the beer, like it's got its merits for that, but just the raspberry is too strong. The more vanilla I think would have helped a lot. I'm not getting that much barrel just because the raspberry is blasting out everything else for me. It's not a bad taste of beer, it's just too raspberry heavy. So,
I cannot go with you guys. It says it's got the vanilla, and it doesn't.
I mean, there's vanilla there. It's just
It's
light.
on the bottle. It's not in the can or bottle. So we're gonna go 275.
I had a feeling as soon as he started, I'm not gonna. I was like, he's going 275. He's doing it again.
Well, it ends up.
It's got raspberry truffle, hands down. It's got barrel, hands down. I got no vanilla.
Well,
quick,
it ends up at 3 average.
real quick, I heard having a pint saying they gotta go, but want to show some love. Cheers. Thank
Cheers,
you.
thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Love you guys.
That was a meh beer. So that was a meh.
That's a man.
That was a
Mad
meh,
beer
too.
for a mess show.
That's fair.
Yeah, we didn't bring our A game. It's fine. The beer didn't either. You still have a swig left. Jesus, finish your beer for once.
Damn it.
What will Boba Fett do, John? There it is.
Go hide in a back to tank?
Make Boba
He's a
proud.
little bitch.
Yeah.
Bubba went from a badass to a bitch in one show.
Yeah.
Really? Really haven't seen it yet.
He rides a Rancor.
I mean, that's
That
pretty,
part was cool.
That's pretty BA.
Yeah.
But that's not the only badass thing he really did.
Yeah. He wanted to sing Kumbaya. Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Kumbaya.
It doesn't work.
No.
But,
Huh.
you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Fine.
No, but overall, guys, we'll bring our A game next week. Smo Money's going to be on.
Yes.
We've already talked about it. Well, Matt and I did, because Matt and I got excited while John was out of the room. Ooh, that sounded weird.
Don't worry, don't think too much about it, John.
We get a drink legalese next week. Because we've been saving it for Smo.
We have been.
So,
I had forgotten we even had it.
one of our favorite River North beers gets broken out next week.
Peppercorn, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it is.
shit.
That'll be one of my favorite beers, just period.
I want to see what it says.
I hope it's as good as it was on draft.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like seeing what it's like now. It's not been sitting that long, but sitting a little bit, been in a bottle, not on draft.
We have to be
I'm
particular
curious.
in our beers for Smo.
Oh, I plan on it.
I am so excited. We're gonna have some shit. We're gonna have some great stuff.
Oh, it's going to be a good day.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be a
Got
good
some
day.
great shit.
There's some 450 up in the fridge. Oh God, he's not gonna show.
We don't even want that.
No.
No, that's why we're having legalese, just to make sure he knows that we love him. It's going to be a hell of a show. We're going to come with full energy. Smo's going to come with full knowledge.
Tyler had his pre-show nap.
I won't have to be with my boss all day. It's going to be a damn good day.
I'm excited for it.
Make sure you check out the Two Bearded Guys Drunken Movie reviews. Download, smash that like button, all the above. Tonight's episode is...
Battlefield Earth.
Last week's episode was Battleship, and it is so much fun.
Something like that.
So much fun. So many explosions.
Pew, pew, pew.
I'm TBG_ops guy.
My dog B&Q.
Not beer of the night?
Oh, yeah.
beer of
It's
the
one of
night.
those nights.
God
Ugh.
damn it, Tyler. You have one thing to do.
I have a lot of things to do. I run the fucking show. Beer of the night. Matt, go first.
It's got to be that Deschutes Porter.
The Black Butt.
That thing was awesome.
The black butts are very nice.
Cubed.
But Beer of the Night is the Bavarian Pilsner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I respect that. Different one.
Great beer.
I also, there's one I wanted to go with, but
I'm gonna go with the Froze Raspberry Chocolate
There it
Cake.
is.
I think it was my anticipated and Beer of the Night.
I wanted to go. I was like, that was it the whole time until we had the black boots, and then I was like, oh man.
I all three are worthy, but I mean that Froze was stupid,
Yeah.
and it was so balanced. So balanced.
But those black... No, sorry. I was
Stop
it.
it.
It's fine.
Jeez. Anyway, next week Smo's gonna be on again. I'm TBG_ops guy.
I'm mud hogging the doghouse.
Yeah, usually. And behind the camera, the one, the only. God, you're glad you can't see him.
Oscar and Matt.
By the way, don't forget to check us out at Indiana on Tap's event. Anderson on Tap.
Anderson on Tap.
I know, I fixed it. I
job.
caught up. Anderson on Tap.
Anderson tap on.
Saturday. It's going to be a blast. And then after the... you can catch Matt and John at the after party at Five's Tap House.
And maybe you'll get a fake rose from us.
John's just hoping there's fake roses again.
I am too, really.
Later, y'all.